lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Woods. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Trying to keep this drive alive. At the 45 on his way. Lots of running room. Past the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Handoff from the gun. Got some room, head to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
He fires to the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard.
Lets it fly. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. And he just kept running
time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get in behind him for the long touchdown. That simply cannot happen.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Woods. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking left. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw in the ball.
Yeah, in those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big...
Trying to get behind the defense. Touchdown, Florida! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll run for it on third and short. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Complete on the comeback. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, go make those contested catches.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second.
There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. Once he got some room, it was over. He's quite familiar with the end zone. His 75th career touchdown run.
You know, we're in the era in college football where there's a lot of running back by committee. This guy has been the bell cow. He's been the focal point of this offense. To stay healthy, to be consistent, and to reach that number is ridiculous.
Right, it just shows you how special he is, because you're right. They want to throw it all over the yard in today's college football, but they continue to give it to him because he continues to find the end zone, and again, for the 75th time.
Coming out with it, it's Woods. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Turner. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. They'll go up top on second and short. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Gonna look downfield again. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. Direct snap. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap it from the 28, in field goal range, but it's third and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up, but you they've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to throw it to start the drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. Two very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, to start off the second half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on fourth down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Running behind that left side. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls and fires complete to the right.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
The Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown Gamecocks! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here comes the offense. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles.
Turning it on! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the inside give. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to buy time. Crosses the 30. Push down for the tackle. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up. And
there he goes! And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Nice catch, just past the first down marker, so this drive stays alive. Nice job by the quarterback and receiver.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Here comes the heat. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Using the quick game. They get him down with this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. We saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen, so that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. Snap in the shotgun. Under fire. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right on the money. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
What a ride it's been so far, and I'll vote for having a classic finish as we take a look at our game stats. Time to see who's going to head into the offseason with a big W as we start the final period. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
To the ground. He's got it again. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quick. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And this is going to be it.
coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the fourth quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make the play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Woods. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Power football with the run. Still on his feet at the 45. Smashes ahead.
Well, the offense needs a touchdown now, and this is where you've got to be able to run the football. When you get to this area of the field, the windows are so much smaller to throw into, so they would love to be able to take over the line of scrimmage here and keep pressing this thing closer and closer to the end zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll try the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. After run, now throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of